B. Qualksp. That seems okay. Okay. Switch to live. Hello, Valor. Live discussion stream. Actually, weekly. How are y'all doing? Tweet. Valor says not very good. Here. And here. And here. Also here. Cool. So Valor says, my partner's parents went through our conversations and don't like it, and they took away her devices. What do they not like? I'm curious. Like, aren't you, like, just hard into, like, the, like, Orthodox Christianity? What would they have a problem with? Well, Catholicism, anyway. Also, hello to the second concurrent viewer. If you aren't in chat, let me know. Sound off. Yeah, I'm wondering what they wouldn't like in your conversations. It feels like you probably don't say anything too, like, off the wall or offensive. A few days ago, she put her Discord status as please stop making... Oh. Alright. They didn't like that you were telling her to be better? That seems stupid. Whoever those parents are should not do that. If they don't want their kid to be like that, then they've got a good role model here. Anyway, we'll wait for some people to roll in. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I hope it doesn't lead to a breakup. Because you were, like, exhibiting restraint. Like, if everything you're saying is true in the complete story, then you were exhibiting restraint and trying to help her exhibit restraint as well. So I don't know why they would have a problem with you. Yeah. Well, some things can't be helped too much. Like, Some people just get real irrational, especially when it comes to, like, I mean, great example. Like this stuff with Target. Like, oh no, you might have some inclusive clothing in your store, and you might donate to some inclusive organizations. You know who else does that? Literally everyone, and they have been for a long time. But now every time Elon Musk quote tweets something, like literally hundreds to thousands of people are calling that group of people groomers. BTY and Sky keep arguing because they have fundamentally different mentalities and attitudes on certain subjects. And because they're both coming at their own subjects from their own points of trauma and are somewhat inflexible, to put it in a civil way. I'm not going to say too much because, like, they both already know what I think, and I don't think it's very relevant, but... See, the thing with Sky and the Luna thing is that, like, it's a thing. You know, he's asserting his personality, and there are certain people who don't like that and want him to stop asserting his personality. And they've been at this for a long time. So he just cut to the chase and started saying the off-the-wall shit. Because it pisses people off more. And, like, ultimately, he has spent a significant amount of time building up this gimmick, effectively. And he, like, uses it because people who are fake as fuck don't like that sort of thing. They don't like somebody who's going to be very genuine about what they like. So he just cuts to the chase and says, you know, I don't care that you don't like it. I'm going to continue liking what I like. It's actually, like, you know, somewhat admirable. I actually support him in a lot of ways in that. Now, do I think this is the best approach? Maybe not. But it's the one he's landed on. And people haven't given him very good reasons to stop. They've just insulted him for it. So, you're not gonna... It's like, how many times has it helped a drunk? And I'm not comparing him to a drunk. I'm just saying, you know? How many times has it helped a drunk to just yell, "You're drunk, you should stop drinking"? It hasn't. You know? And I'm not comparing him to that in, like, the, you know, one-to-one kind of way. I'm just saying that if people don't like it, they should really stop the ineffective approach that has already been repeatedly proven not to work. Like, maybe treating him reasonably well. Maybe when he brings up a subject that isn't HB, you could talk about that. Yeah, whoever you are that might be upset with him. Maybe not automatically writing him off. That sort of thing. That's what he's looking for. He's looking for people who aren't going to do that. And this has done a significant amount to, you know, weed the wheat from the chaff. And I've done something similar with the Sonic stuff. So, you know, I recognize what he's doing. Like, I have that poster in the background right there for a reason. And it's because anybody who would watch my content and hear that it's been, like, you know, completely fact-based with very few exceptions, you know, logical, reasonable, and that I've been right a significant amount of times about my predictions and things that I said were going to happen, and that I've been right a significant amount of times about where other people have been wrong, if people can watch that content and still dislike me because they don't like Sonic, then clearly they're not emotionally and mentally mature enough to have this conversation. So, I've had that exchange so many times with so many people where they're like, you know, oh, you have to change. You're a how-year-old man and you're into Sonic? Yeah, I am, motherfucker. You know, and that's not gonna stop. That's not gonna change. I've been here for 2 decades, constantly enduring bullying over this particular thing. You know, in 31 years total now, like 2/3 of my life has been spent with at least some bullying over liking this franchise, and that's not going to change me now any more than it's not changed me all this other times, you know? Valor says, today I went to the coffee shop and talked to my mom about orthodoxy and raised my voice because I got excited, and I think I got 2 people to weirdly look at me. They can weirdly look at you. There's some peace in knowing that other people and their opinions, especially ones they're not bold enough to state, don't have to dictate your life. Like, that's one of the things. Like, I'm shouting into a void right now. I said this on Twitter. I said, LOL, good to know my Twitter is basically nobody caresville. Pretty freeing to shout into a void where basically nobody is listening. I can expose all the frauds, fascists, pedos, etc. I want, secure in the knowledge that nearly nobody is ethical or bold enough to support me anymore. I've been on here longer than most of my followers and been consistently trying to find the truth and spread it no matter how much it hurts me, and I will continue to do this until literally everyone blacklists me, which is slowly becoming reality. Not here for the fakes, yo. Like, it's guaranteed that I can look at some misinformation post and see a ton of retweets and likes from people who follow me. Meanwhile, I'll get 30 likes and 10 retweets on a good day, and I've lost 100 followers in the last month. Pardon me for feeling like a ghost. Yeah, well, and honestly, you're one of the only people who does care right now, Valor. Like, you'll like most of what I put out, you know, and you'll still want to involve me, but a significant amount of people don't. So, like, you know, I put out a really solid, well-researched Twitter thread today, and the vast majority of people don't care. And some of the people who retweeted the original still have their retweet up, you know? Like, I can go up here and click on this tweet and see, like, I'll click retweeted by, and I'll scroll down and see that it's retweeted by some people who I follow. And since I only follow people back, I know for a fact that these people, you know, followed me, and they still retweet this. So, it's this one that says, windmills in 8... Actually, let me see if I can display this tweet. I think I might be able to. Properties. Maybe. We'll see if this works. Yeah, okay. So, I really need to, like, label these. So basically they were like, look at this garbage. Windmills in 1823, and then they're like, windmills in 2023. This is the asinine garbage point they're making. It's such garbage. Oh, yeah, I got some fucking garbage in my beard. It's such garbage. Because the top is a windmill. The bottom is a wind turbine. And while I haven't been to the Netherlands, where the top picture is, I have been to that part of the SoCal desert. I've been to Whitewater. I know what this fucking wind farm looks like. And I know that they updated these windmills like fucking way before 2023, and they don't even look like this anymore. This is not what these windmills in 2023 look like, and that's why they're fucking rusty and why wood is involved in their construction, because they're old, and this picture was taken after they were already old in 2012. This picture is the pre-Trump era of America. This isn't 2023, it's not even 2018. Fucking, I was still trying to get Ron Paul to be president when this picture was taken. Yo. So, maybe I know a thing or two about a place I've fucking been. And so they try to make it seem like, oh, look at how awesome this place is. Look at all it's like all emotional and fucking thing. And then they choose this picture, which is like a desaturated fucking old ass picture. And wouldn't you know, this picture was taken in fucking 2021. So I wrote this. I said, actually, the top image was a photograph taken in 2021, and you cropped out the watermark of the photographer. The bottom image is the whitewater wind turbines, not mills, and that's old-style construction from the 80s. They don't make them like that now. Like, and that's true, it was literally a wind farm started in the motherfucking 80s. Okay? And I said, the top photo is actually newer, and the bottom photo was taken in 2012 while the top one was taken in 2021. An 8-year improvement in camera tech and photo processing in a photo of turbines that aren't being built anymore sure does look different, though, to your uninformed audience. So I said, you stole other people's photos you didn't understand to make a point you're wrong about. You added your own watermark while erasing the artists. Is the art of purpose to lie? Do you teach a master class in fraud? Nice Elon Musk profile picture. It suits you very well. Also, just to be super clear, I've been to the ones in the bottom. I've seen this area before and after and physically been there. The OP has not. Or they're just lying. And Whitewater will never look like the Netherlands. But lying hack's gonna lying hack, and he's one of them. But hey, actually knowing how this works would mean you have realized the bottom ones are built that way for energy efficiency and not to mill grain, which is why one has a big storage and mill area and one does not. But your fake depth will get more traction than the truth. Fact. And I also quote tweeted this because I was extra frustrated and a little bit fucking salt-assed. I said, I legitimately hate people like this so much. So much. It's not your personal art. It's things taken from other people who actually make things so you could spread misinformation and get a whole lot of money for it. 266 of my followers follow you. Congrats supporting a fraud. That's exactly it. Like, look at this smug little bitch. Look at this smug little bitch. This is a smug little bitch right here. I'm gonna show you this smug little bitch. Look at this smug little bitch. This smug little bitch knows that he can just say whatever he wants and people will fucking like yarp up to the trough and fucking bootlick him. You know? And that even like his face is associated with being like an awesome person and like successful, etc. And look at this non-art. It would not surprise me if this is AI fucking art. Look at like whatever potato drew this. Holy shit. And by potato I mean like computer potato. I'm not being ableist before somebody like, you know, fucking... I just hate it. I hate it so fucking much. This, he says, turning Twitter into my personal art gallery. Where? Where is your personal art? This is on the front of a Nietzsche book, motherfucker. This isn't your art. This isn't your art. These aren't your art. This isn't your art either. Where's your personal fucking art? Where's your personal fucking art for your personal fucking art gallery? None of this is your art. None of this is your personal art or your personal art gallery. And it's all the same garbage. Look at this. Ooh, old thing, and then a new thing. New thing bad, old thing good, except Elon Musk, he's awesome. And everything he does is good. But old thing good, new thing bad. Look at this old thing. That must be better than the new thing. Look at this new thing, the old thing, new thing. New thing? Oh, look at how better it was when it was old. Everything old was better. Everything new is fucking stupid. Look at this. And also, like, let's just take a minute to marvel at the fact that a structure that is more structurally sound and is not leaning because it's more structurally sound, and does not need big-ass fucking protections in the way because it's a structure people can actually fucking use, is considered worse than the thing that is slowly eroding and will someday collapse because it's fucking newer, and newer is worse! I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate it so much. None of this is his. He just takes what other people fucking made. He takes what other people fucking made, and he claims it as his, and he makes his dumb, shallow points with it. I hate it. Anyway. I hate it. Okay. Okay. I have to calm down for a bit. Every time I scroll, that's okay. You just had a little live look into how I am scrolling Twitter sometimes. Just like, fuck you, man. Shut the fuck up. The art of your purpose is to grift, you little bitch. Fuck you. Holy shit. Okay. Let me chew up my cock meat for a bit. I just baked some cock meat the other day. All right. Yeah, Valor's trash. Look at all of this. It's just bad. It's not good. Yeah, I'm a jester. Hello. I'm bullying the windmill guy because he fucking sucks. God, I hate that kind of shit. It's faux inspirational garbage. Look at that garbage. I can't say that this makes me homicidal on YouTube. It absolutely doesn't. Anyway. Jester is cleaning her rat's cage. Good? Earth Nerd says the ones outside Spokane are all metal. And, like, they're fucking fine. Like, they're fine. They're not supposed to be mills, so they don't need that giant windmill circumference. They don't need the giant thing in the middle, which holds a wheel and another wheel, which is turned on that wheel to mill grain. Because it's not a windmill. It's not a fucking windmill, and he says it's a windmill because he's stupid. And so many people just retweet and follow and yarp at that stupid fucking bitch. Shut the fuck up, Creation 247. You don't create jack fucking shit. Holy shit. God, I fucking hate that. This is what it looks like to be an unmedicated bipolar person. I'm just taking y'all along for the ride, to be honest. Yeah, it's like inspiration porn. Somebody jacked off to this account. Somebody subscribed to Creation 247 OnlyFans. Jesus Christ. Also, might as well post that here. So, check the chat. Valor says, I'm making 051 a gift because my partner doesn't want any. Ah. Yeah, that's orthodox art, Valor. But this person is just hijacking it. Jester says, how do people support Elon Musk and be against newer innovations? Yeah, right? Like, the reason shit is so corporate and trashy is because of people like Elon Musk. But I'm so sure that he's like the Sistine Chapel. Fuck you. Holy shit. Alright. So. Jester says, you're like me when I rant about someone I hate. Yeah. I have psychological issues. The globalists, they want us to think that the old things were better, so we become accustomed to the old blood and old money that they've constantly be pumping into the economy since they were involved in all this. And they don't want us to think about the fact that they don't actually care about us, and they don't actually care about stopping modernity or whatever. They just want us to be okay with how things were, so that we're constantly okay with the ratchet up effect, because at least we were freer before. And now we're less free, and so they'll just say, hey, we'll give you a marginally less level of unfreedom than you had, like now, and then you'll beg us for that. You'll say that it's okay that you're, like, not as free as you were. Because at least you're not as free, at least you're freer than you were, like, a few moments ago. It's a massive grift, and they don't care, but they want us to think they care. Man. Got me going all Alex Jones mode. Only, of course, he'd probably agree with these posts. He's all like, oh, yeah, anything modern is bad. Fucking his Justin Bieber rant. So, Jester says it's just someone being too set in their way. Yeah, I can't stand people like that, because it's like, maybe things were better before, or maybe you would have been one of the eunuch slaves. Like, they're talking about all this sterilization garbage like it's something new. They literally used to expand their empire, enslave foreigners, and take some of them as eunuchs. But I guess we're not going to talk about that. Jester says putting chemicals in the water that turn the freaking frogs gay. Yeah, well, see, the thing is, he was just wrong about what was happening. They weren't turning the frogs gay. They were just, like, legitimately they were doing things to the frogs' gender, but they weren't turning them gay. They were just signaling semi-dormant, like, sexual change, like, mechanisms. Like, those mechanisms exist regardless of the chemicals. The chemicals just triggered the changes. And so they actually were turning the frickin' frogs like something or other, but it just wasn't gay. It was more like they were turning the frogs trans. But, like, you know, these chemicals wouldn't work in humans the same way, you know? Humans don't have those same signalers. Jester says, it is a meme, though. Yes, yeah, that it is. She also says, the chemicals in the water did indeed turn me gay. Yeah, well, the chemicals in the water, if anything, have just made me more unhinged. Fortunately, there's not fluoride in Spokane water. I found that out the other day, and I was pretty happy with that. But yeah, I'm fully sick of people like that. I'm extremely sick of them. Because they get all the traction. All of it. That motherfucker, on their dumb shit little tweet, they got how many fucking retweets, you may ask? They got how many fucking retweets? Well, they got 151 fucking retweets. They got 1,725 fucking likes. 40 bookmarks. And then the quote tweets, there's only like 100. You know? Jester says they get traction because they don't actually put any work into it. That's accurate. Meanwhile, people like me are over here struggling for like 30 likes a day under Elon Musk's new censorious paradigm. Actually, let me look into this real quick here. Because I might as well put this on blast. So, I follow me. Obviously, because I am me. So, if I look up a tweet that says that like is from me. Actually, I'll do from specifically. If I look up this tweet that's from me, I can see this tweet that's from me. And y'all can see that, right? This is a search for tweets from Insanity is Free. So now I will do the same search from an account that doesn't follow me. From one of my super secret alts. And it will come up with nothing. Because Elon Musk is actively censoring me. Elon Musk is saying that if you don't follow me, you don't get to see my tweets. So let me just demonstrate this. Microsoft Edge, and then OK. See? It's the same exact search. It's done right fucking now. This is live. They don't see my tweets unless they follow me. And if they do follow me, my tweets are still de-emphasized because they don't have a blue check because I'm not paying him $8 a month. So, I'm actively being censored right now. I am actively being censored. And before somebody says that, oh, it just doesn't apply, because, like, you don't pay for blue check, so they're like, blocking anyone who doesn't pay for a blue check. I'm going to test right now, as a randomized sample, a good friend of mine who just liked this stream, the tweet about this stream. His tweets show up. And the reason his tweets show up is because he's not being censored. Twitter is allowing people to see his tweet, and it's not allowing people to see mine. Because Twitter is run by a lying, censorious hack who plays favorites and who will literally censor anything and anyone he doesn't like. Like around Trans Day of Visibility, when he censored literally any word that could boost any trans-related tweet. Or anything related to the LGBT community at all. Because he's a lying, censorious hack. Elon Musk is a piece of shit. He's not for free speech. He just lets you bigots say what you bigots want to. That's all. So, just to be absolutely clear, fuck anyone who says Elon Musk is free speech guy. He's just free your speech guy. He's just as bad as the old paradigm. And that's the reason he will eventually ban me too. Because the old paradigm banned me and then unbanned me a few months before he got in. Jester says, I mean, yeah. Elon Musk does shit like that. He literally bought Twitter because he wants people to listen to him. He wants people to consume things he agrees with. He's about free speech if it agrees with him. He lets people go after trans people. He's trying to get them harassed and hurt, but if they fight back, they're suspended. Twitter protects zoophiles better than gay and trans people. All of this is accurate. I have seen it firsthand. And if y'all need a fucking example, actually, let me just bring this shit up because I might as goddamn well. Like, I've lost 100 followers in the last month. I don't care. Fuck all of you. If you're gonna walk away because I'm telling you the truth, then I don't need you here. I don't want you here. You're in my fucking way. Valor says, Elon Musk is anti-free speech. My dad But he unbanned Trump. You should tell your dad that he didn't unban Alex Jones. That would be a real test there. But this is what Elon will do. All right? I'm going to pull open this thing here real quick here. He says, "Is this true?" No. I mean, they do that, but they've been doing it for like a decade. It's not new. And so he directed a bunch of harassment at GLSEN. And this is just harassment. He says retail partners with organization that encourages secret gender changes among children in schools. They don't encourage secret gender changes, first off. And then second off, this is what the community notes actually said, and it's true. They said, Target has donated to GLSEN for more than a decade. Target annually supports GLSEN in its mission to create spaces for LGBTQIA+ students. Further, according to glsen.org, GLSEN provides curriculum support in many subjects, including math. And they listed a bunch of source links. I rated this as helpful because, yes, it is helpful to anyone who actually fucking cares about the truth, but he goddamn doesn't. He just says, "Is this true? Oh, aren't I precocious? I'm just asking questions." Fuck you, Elon! You're not just asking questions, you're sending a wave of harassment their way. Every time you bring something up with regard to this subject, the target of your subject literally gets a wave of harassment. So I was over here saying, maybe before asking if something is true, thus inviting 100% pure harassment to anyone associated with this organization you have zero clue about, you should have just, researched it. You know what you're doing, Elon, and it's pretty disgusting, all things considered. If anyone wants to be depressed, look at this search right here. This is the result of Twitter 2.0 run by Elon Musk. Nothing but pure bigotry anytime any trans-affiliated organization is brought up. He knows exactly what he's doing. Bigotry, simple as. I wonder what he'd do if someone made a bot that just QT'd everything negative anyone said about him with, "Is this true?" I mean, it might not be true, but it's clearly okay to be irresponsible with a massive platform. Or is it only okay when bigots do it? Just asking questions. So, here's the search. I'm going to click it. I'm going to take a risk here. So, look at this. Stay away from the kids. Kids. Children. So, parents, kids, children. Pedophilia. Won't somebody think of the kids? All of these tweets are just the recent ones. You can just scroll. Every time he mentions an organization, it doesn't matter how true or reasonable it is, they will get a wave of hate. This is what it's for! I'm so sick of it, yo. I'm so sick of it, yo. I'm so sick of it, yo. Where they can just get away with this. Because they don't give a fucking shit about TOS. This is still against TOS, and none of these people are getting banned. None of these people are getting censored. None of these people are getting their accounts locked. Valid L's can straight up dox people. Can straight up post, fucking revenge nudes in Telegram. Can straight up, send waves of harassment. Can lie about people. They lied about Blue Falf. They lied, and they got away with it because this platform is run by a bigot for bigots. It's so unbelievably frustrating. I hate it. But speaking out has lost me so many fucking followers by people who claim I'm mind-controlled. No! This is the fact! My mind is fucking free here. All right? Jesus Christ. All right. I'm going to eat some more real quick here. All right, let me look back at chat here for a second. Yeah, Valor says, my parents used him unbanning Trump as free speech. Yeah, no. If they really cared about free speech, they would be unbanning all of the anarchist accounts and leftist accounts that got banned way back. Reverb Press, they would be unbanning that. You know? They would be unbanning... Here's fucking something. Before the Turkish election, they literally censored a ton of accounts at the behest of the Turkish government. But I guess that's not Twitter working in concert with the government. You know? I guess that's not Twitter working in concert with the government to ban accounts ahead of an election in order to rig the results. Right? Nah. That only counts when they can point at Democrats. When Elon is doing it on the behalf of the Turkish government, it's totally fine! Or how about the thing where he unbanned fucking Andrew Anglin, where Andrew Anglin fucking claims the Holocaust didn't happen, denies that whole fucking thing, but then the reason that they don't unban Alex Jones is because he says Sandy Hook didn't happen. Huh. He says he doesn't like it when the deaths of children are denied. He says he doesn't like when tragedy is denied. Why would he allow that denial and not this one? It really boggles the noggle, doesn't it? Anyway. Let me get back to chat. Jester says, Twitter protects suicide. Yeah. Valor says, if I bought Twitter, I don't know what I'd do with it. Imagine your own website fact-checking you. Just imagine. Yeah! It's happened multiple times now. Jester says, why would a celebrity research something before opening their big mouth? Well, normally because they would have a huge amount of censure. Normally because there would be enough people trying to cancel them that they would, get dumb, go broke. But no, that only applies now if you're woke. Isn't it great? I feel great about that. Valor says, ever since Elon Musk bought Twitter, I've been getting many more bots in my DMs than I did before. Yeah, and I've been getting those too, and so many people just lie and say that Twitter has dealt with the bot problem. No, it fucking hasn't. Oh, you have to have a blue check to be a bot. Here's a bunch of screenshots of a bunch of non-blue check bots that don't need access to the API because they're doing it the old-fashioned way. It's almost like bots existed before he controlled the API. What? That can't be true. That pokes holes in my narrative. Jester says, why don't they ever think of the LGBTQ kids who get beaten, thrown out, or kill themselves? Yeah, you would think so, wouldn't you? Jester says Valadels is literally has literally harassed Molly, and now she's MIA. It makes me so angry. Yeah, basically. Earth Nerd says, LOL, some anarchists would be getting flooded with notifications in their emails that their 500 accounts got reinstated. Yeah! Yo! But he doesn't give a fucking shit about free speech. He never has. It's a fucking smokescreen. But he gets away with it because he allows conservatives to be bigots. That's literally the only proof he needs that he's on their side, that he's on the side of free speech. It's fucking stupid. UV says the ping didn't ping for stream. Oh, well, hello UV. And also, that's weird. I said here, so that's what I normally ping for a stream. Jester says you should talk about the zoophile problem. I mean, it's been a problem for years. And I've been consistently going against these people, also especially pedophiles. And that's why I paid extra special close attention when Elon Musk fucking censored a significant amount of people for the Eliza Blue situation, where she was saying that adults should be able to decide whether a child can consent or not. And it's also why I paid extra special close attention when he gutted half the CSA team. And it's also why I paid extra special close attention when insiders were, like, leaking the fact that Twitter is fucking, like, worse with CP now. Like, it is. It's fucking... The pedophiles are still there. They still get to operate en masse. They just, they get to do it. It's still happening. It's not stopping. He didn't deal with it. He didn't deal with any fucking problems. He's broken it multiple times, and he's given us superficial garbage features, censorship, and fucking bigotry. That's what he's given us. Valor says, personally, I don't like Molly, but I feel bad for her. Jester says, Molly's a friend of mine. I miss her. UV says, Molly was a racist. I don't feel an ounce of bad for her. See, I think she was sort of... She got used to saying some things that made an audience happy. And I think she didn't think some of the things through. I know she didn't think some of the things through. But she has since apologized to me for some of that. And she has since, decided that I am not the bad guy she thought I was. But now she is MIA, so, I think she was very interested in building an audience because it made her feel safer to be on the platform, and that's kind of understandable. But I do disagree fully with what she was saying. UV says she wanted to kick other races out of America. Yeah, I mean, she did. But, I don't think she fully thought that one through. And, if it did end up being the case, it would just incite a race war. I think, that there was some things that she said impulsively, or perhaps partly to troll, and I think she didn't think some of them through. So, UV said, still, she said it, and I didn't even bother deleting it. She said, as a reply to, so there's no gain for her. Well, but she said it, as a reply, and it boosted the thing. As somebody who she replied to, and who was, kind of targeted by her audience, I can definitely say replies do work. They do matter. So, what I'm saying is that I've been young before and said some dramatically stupid shit. Some dramatically evil shit. So I'm not a fan of previous me, but I still, believe people can change, and it's the same here. I was straight up fascist in high school and extremely racist. Oh. It's actually a good thing racism came up as a part of discussion. Because nobody brought this up. Nobody brought this to my attention. This isn't some sort of, groveling apology YouTuber. I'm not going to sigh in the beginning of it. I do want to correct something I said a couple weeks ago when I described a series of conservatives as mongoloids. It felt bad as soon as I said it, and, I'm very sorry for comparing conservatives to mongoloids. Not only is that a racist slur, but it's very uncharitable and unfair to the Mongoloids. You guys should never have been compared to the Republicans. I have nothing against like people of Mongolian descent, and that was not my intention, and I just wanted to walk it back. And also say that I should have found a better, more fitting insult for Republicans. Um, just wanted to say that. It makes me feel good to get that off my chest. It actually occurred to me immediately, and then I wanted to say that because I recognized that on some runs that I was on. I was like, oh shit, I should really say something about that. Not only because I recognize it, but also because I've literally called people out before for using that slur. So I can't be over here using stuff that I've been saying is bad to use. Anyway, now that that's out there, because I wanted to make sure I said that, and I wanted to say that at the beginning of this stream, but whatever. I guess like someday I'll have to fucking dig for it for my apology here. Earth Nerd says often the road to hell is paved in good intentions. Yep. Jester says, I was transphobic and pro-life in middle school. I mean, I still think people should try really hard not to get abortions and try to practice the cultural and sexual lifestyles that would, like, lead to low levels of unintended pregnancy to begin with. And also, learn to hand rapists bouquets of flowers. If you know what I'm referencing there, if you know that I'm not suggesting handing them a bouquet of flowers, then you're one of the based ones who's been around here for a bit. But basically, yeah, there should be no more rapists, no more pedophiles. So I feel like if people had more strength, like the capability to fight and defend themselves, they could actually be impressive, combat speaking. I think that the incidence of unintended pregnancies would drop because people would be more afraid to do so. But also that they would be more like capable of defending their spawn should they have it. And also, I think that the culture is hugely damaged by this mentality of like what Earth Nerd would call disposable culture, where you're swiping on people and throwing them out, right? Like, I don't like this whole hookup culture thing. I think people should do a much better job of finding life partners. So that's my take. But I'm not 100% anti-abortion. I think that there are cases where it makes sense. I'm just saying that I think that I'm not going to completely throw the conservatives I know who like don't have bad intentions under the bus. Jester says, refreshing to see someone apologize for their actions without any Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't do it for like the fucking adulations. I needed to get that out there because someday that's gonna resurface, and I need to make sure that the actual thing I believe is out in the open. So, and I'm not gonna fucking wait like iDubbbz did, like 800 years to say something about the things that I regret. I'm just gonna say it. Earth Nerd says, Lamau, fuck Republicans. Except some of them. Some of them are of a somewhat reasonable persuasion. Like, my father and sister are Republicans. And I talk to them once a week. I don't agree with them on everything. But, we have enough mutual respect about enough things that I can, not hate them entirely. UV says, where's the road to hell? Is it in Denver? I mean, that's where that Apocalypse Airport is, and they do have an awful lot of tunnels in them, and those tunnels are sure awful linked to Masonic and apocalyptic symbolism. If there was a road to hell, I feel like it could be there. Potentially. Possibly. I think a housemate is setting up a wind chime. Jester says, I think we should do stuff to make abortions go down, but not by stripping rights. Yeah, well, especially since sometimes it's medically necessary. Like, if I have to choose between my potential wife and a fetus, it's my wife. I'm not real sorry about that. Like, she can make more babies. That baby might kill her. And if that's the case, then the hostile entity would not be the parent. Now that, I can see there being something to be said for trying every exhaustible option before that, but, like, if you have to do that in order to save your wife and you choose the fetus, no. That ain't it, Chief. That does not pass the vibe check. You promised a life to that woman. You give her that life. Jester says, I think better sex ed, more resources for victims and people in need, better access to contraceptives and doctors, and it would go down on its own. And of course, not just automatically hating every organization that involves that sort of thing, as though they're all just doing so much abortion and that they don't do a vast amount of other shit, right? That might be a good start. Jester says, I don't think conservatives have bad intentions at all with that. I think that a fetus is a life, but I think we shouldn't just yoink rights away. Yeah. Yeah, that's a W take right there. Earth Nerd says, the road to hell is in Vermont. Nobody really lives in Vermont. Or Wisconsin. Like the Metatron said in Dogma. She's like, that's why we haven't seen Vermont. Yeah, Vermont must be the hell. Must be why the cheddar is so good from there. Actually, the train just derailed because Satan got tired of it. Jester says it must be in Ohio, yeah. You can move to Wisconsin if you want, Valor, but nothing is there. So, like, you'll have a whole lot of cheese. And some other farm-related fields. That's what you'll have. Oh, and also, because there's enough people here, I'm going to read some comments. So let me do that. After I get the rest of this in my fuckhole. One moment. Yeah, Jester, if you leave a comment on any of my videos, it's going to come through. I'm going to read it on stream. So, Earth Nerd says, would you like to be around aggressive people and to be buried in snow? Go to Wisconsin. Valor says, I tried to get my friend to read Matthew, and he said no because he believes it has nothing of value and says the Bible just forces religion upon you and then proceeded to throw corn at me. Well, I don't remember a gun ever shooting anybody. And I don't remember a Bible ever forcing religion on anybody. He's free to pick it up or not. That seems like a very immature take, but he's probably, not mature, so that tracks. So, let's start pretty far back. There are a lot of these that I haven't read. So, Oh, he's 23. A 23-year-old threw corn at a child because he didn't like the Bible. I think that says everything about him. Earth Nerd says, JH and I have a lot of convos about the Bible for people who aren't Christian. I actually really enjoy it. Huh. Yeah, it's got some good stuff in there. Jack Curtis on UFOs, Chinese spy balloons, and propaganda. Oh no. He says, remember when they made everyone panic for toilet paper over the flu? Being as smart as you are, you're missing so much fear. Oh, I've already read these. Okay, let me just scroll up a bit. Joshua de Estonville. Estonville? I don't fucking care. It's easier to target the trans folks since they're more blatant about these things. About what things? On Gays Against Groomers, lied about Leigh Fink, ignored real groomer, vlog 176. What are they more transparent about? Be specific, motherfucker. Are they more transparent about being groomers? Because, what? Like, you can't get much more transparent than, you know, a cop hitting up some minor's DMs and saying, hey, you want a booty call? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? I'm gonna thumbs that down, because that's, like, fucking not true. Page Rate Eek on 10 groomers the right doesn't want you to know about. Vlog 177. Predators taking jobs where it's easy to prey on folks. I'm shocked. The county I used to work for had a deputy who was sexually abusing his own niece. It too was swept under the rug, and he had free legal defense, etc. I'm gonna say something like thumb and heart. Reply. I'm gonna use whatever. Yeah. If you have a lot of info on that, sounds like an interesting potential vid topic. Okay. Jack Curtis on the same video says, link up that wood chipper, lol. Hibiscus flower. Chippy doesn't care if they dress in drag or wear a badge. So I agree with the sentiment, so that gets a thumb, but I can't really quite heart that, because most people who dress in drag, the vast majority of them, like 99.9% of them, aren't molesting kids, so. Boog News Network says, the one tie between molesters and rapists is authority. Teachers, cops, and clergy are the most prevalent in terms of number of victimizers. In terms of victims, political, organizational, and corporate elites have the highest number of victims on average. Yeah, and also the best access to them and the least potential repercussions. Like, they can get away with that shit. So, thumb and a heart. Jester says, we know of a 20-year-old who harassed a child. Adults need to start growing up. Yeah. Hey, Dan, if you're watching this, I still haven't forgot about you, and I'm still insane. Send me another DM. Make it extra threatening this time. You're done, motherfucker. Anyway. Jester also says, wait, speaking of Preds getting jobs, Oliver tried to get a job as a babysitter. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, and I saw that the listing got taken down, so good to hear. Jester says she'll DM you crying about how I'm an abuser. I've seen the screenshots. I know the truth. That's the reason she hates screenshots and didn't want them shared around, and the reason she had to get all of my things about her, like, completely destroyed to the best of her ability because she had to like get all of them fucking suppressed so that nobody saw the truth for what it is, which is that she is a piece of shit. Valor on the same video says, awesome. Thumb and a heart. Anarcho Bill. Ward is literally James LaHaye. Gonna need elaboration there. Extra Evil Eye. Vlogstream 48. Valor says, good stream, had fun. Thumb and a heart. Also, you are a top commenter on this channel, by the way, Valor. And publicly subscribed, so both of those are very based. Jester, you feel free to become a top commenter if you want as well. Mr. Knight says, they claim to be against something on 10 Groomers, but conveniently ignore it when their side does that thing. Democrats celebrate it. GOP kicks it under the rug until... With the LP, it kind of depends on the person. They either reply with wood chippers, regardless of affiliation, or they seemingly want to trip down that chipper. Yeah, basically. Fucking just can't get rid of that Scott Ritter. Can't get rid of Eliza Blue. Can't get rid of all these motherfuckers who are on her side saying adults should be able to decide when it's acceptable for adults to fuck kids. That's not grooming when she does it. That's not grooming when Thaddeus Russell does it. These people aren't groomers. Ignore them. Motherfuck, I hate people. Like, all these libertarians that sided with these motherfuckers are suddenly saying that they care a whole lot about groomers when it's trans people. Go fuck yourself, piece of shit. Valor says, Matthew 5 on Extra Evil Eye. Vlogstream 48. Matthew 5:10, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. That makes sense. Valor left numbers in other chats. I'll thumb and a heart those, even though I don't know what he's signifying, if anything. Bastard Chris said the CIA was on the CIA was behind 9/11 and nobody is talking about it. Vlog 178. He said it's notable yet rarely mentioned that the Bin Ladens were involved in the construction of the Twin Towers. Huh. Let me. Is there a source on this? Same video, Rescind, who probably couldn't be here. You mean it wasn't because they hated our freedoms? Sarcasm. Yeah. Kudos. Great job. You nailed it. Thumb and a heart on both of those. Oh. Exercise and freedom. Did Graham delete his channel? I think he deleted everything but his website. IIRC. Hope that helps. This is on the video about Adam Kokesh where he comes on and deals some dirt. On Elon Musk loves the WEF, Linda Yaccarino is Twitter's new CEO, Vlog 179. He says, have many things to discuss. Valor says that. Well, thumb and a heart. Oh, you gotta love it. This channel called The Farm of Light says, it didn't happen, boy. And this was around the same fucking time that a bunch of people were spamming me on Gab and saying the Holocaust didn't happen. I know your game, bitch. You get a thumb down. Also, hey, I'm looking great if they're still calling me boy at 31. I just turned 31 and they're still calling me fucking boy. Hey, I'm feeling pretty good about that, huh? Yeah. Cold Highway on All Seeing Hair says, if people like the guy you highlighted are serious about combating obesity, then they would start movements to get corn syrup out of the food and return to using natural sugar. Yeah, but they just conflated all sugars because they're just fundamentally dumb. I don't know who Uncle Sweetshare is over here, but he says Joker and Sonic LMAO. Yeah. Joker ended the Fed and Sonic is a freedom fighter. Speed up. Why so serious? Most people don't comment on my posters, so that's fucking hilarious that this person got all up in their ass about that. City Face, Vlogstream 50. They are coming. There isn't here. Good things aren't happening. I want to make a change. Happy birthday. Ah! Thumb, thumb, thumb. Heart, heart, heart. Let me check the chat here. They only care when it supports their narrative. 100%. Fowler says, all my messages have meaning, Jeremiah. People just need to decode them and come to their own conclusions. Ah. Jester says, Holocaust denial is so fucking dumb. Agreed. Rescind says, the whole ivermectin... this is on Vice and Andrew Tate, Liars Twain, Vlog 180. Rescind says, the whole ivermectin is horse dewormer trope blew me away. Molecules are molecules regardless of how it's marketed. Ivermectin is one of the most widely used, safest meds around as long as a human doesn't dose like you would a horse. FFS. Yeah. Jack on the same video says, thanks for the content. Quick question. Do you believe that the rise in racist / trans / bigot rhetoric is correlated to being allowed to have free speech, as if the ideas have always been there waiting to be discussed and the conversations are finally being allowed to surface? No, because that would imply that what we now have qualifies as free speech. LGBTQ plus is actively being censored. There we go. Also, Dallas Buyers Club. Haven't seen it. Valor says that and Espiro. Espiro. Alright, well, thumb and a heart on both of those, even though I don't know what they mean. Jeremy Klein says, still angrily talking to no one, huh? Looks like you're nearly there. When you reach total obscurity, tell MySpace and Friendster we said hi. We said hi. And a thumb down. Cold Highway. It's no longer... This is on There Is No Debt Ceiling. Vlog 171. It's no longer a question of if the US dollar collapses. The question is when. Yeah. Yeah, for real. And Patriot Eek, in the last comment of the day, says, Any currency system that creates its fiat by issuing debt will eventually collapse. The non-Western world meets soon to agree on gold-backed trade. It's over already. Do you have skills, something to barter, gold or silver? I hope everyone seeing this does. Increase your regular pantry to 3 months and rotate through it. Then add emergency on-the-move food. Think MRE. Finally, start adding long-term food like 3-day frozen rice, wheat berries, canned foods, etc. for at least a year's worth. Probably some good advice there. We should talk about prepping sometime. I should just have you on a stream. Let me know. Actually, let me thumb in a heart. We should talk about prepping sometime on a stream. There we go. Jester says many parts of the Holocaust are questionable at best. Or sorry, Jack says many parts of the Holocaust are questionable at best. Jester says some people don't seem to understand everyone starts small. HHH. I want to be on a stream. Well, we could talk about like the Dan situation at some point if you're interested, Jester. I think I kind of want to get together a stream of people who are involved with the Dan situation and see if we can really hammer some stuff down and suss some stuff out. Jack says, I can link up information, but not on anything regulated by app stores. Conveniently, anything that has questions for narrative is labeled as racism, bigotry, or some... But see, here's the thing. I've probably seen what you're talking about, and I probably don't agree. For reasons that I've gone over before, so... Valor says, oh yeah, I've been sick for officially 2 weeks now. Yeah. Well, I hope that improves for you. If you need any tips, feel free to hit me up in chat. Jester says, if the Dan stuff fires up again, I'll totally join. Yeah. I feel like there's plenty of people who, like, were, like, significantly enough impacted by that situation. Oh, also, I'm going to say this. I'm going to post my links. Also, find me, like, you can find me on Keybase and Session, Jack. If you want to say some things that you don't think other places would allow, those places would allow them, and, like, they pretty much just wouldn't know that you said them because it's encrypted. Like, that's the beauty of encrypted apps. So if you want to send me verboten information that's probably easy to debunk because, like, a lot of these things are, if you want to send me that stuff, feel free to just hit me up on one of those platforms. Either way, though, I'm going to post some links in chat because it's that time of month and I'm doing a fundraising run. If anyone wants to support me, these are ways you can do that. I'm not on Telegram. Telegram is compromised and has been for years. I might be getting a Telegram at some point just to, like, see some things that are harder to see if you don't have an account. But ultimately, like, I don't like Telegram, and I'm not going to use it as a matter of course. The most I would consider doing is starting a Telegram channel, and I'm still not set on doing that. Valor says, also, Jeremiah will be able to donate to you soon. I'm getting a job. Well, that's up to you. I kind of think minors should save their money. You know, I would kind of prefer my donations come from, like, full adults. You know, I'm not going to stop you if you decide to, unless it's, like, some obscene amount. But, you know, like, I kind of prefer you to save your money and, like, use it for your own ventures. It's up to you, though. Jester says, I refuse to ever get Telegram. Yeah, it's like, it's the worst place because all the worst people can just build an echo chamber there. Like, fuck you, SpaceX MC Kitty. You and your stupid little channel where you just yammer on forever about exactly one side of a subject and refuse to call out anybody on your own side because it would make you look worse. Like, holy shit. Oh, Jester, I'm not asking you. If anything, I'm trying to get you more commissions because you do good artwork. So, and if you do decide to do those like extra poses, I'll be throwing your art links and your donation information in the description so that people can support you that way. Because that's what I want for you. You're also a minor, so like that also applies to the rules. Like I want minors to use their money to better their future. I never want to be like one of those people who like the people who are supporting them are fucking kids, like who are like stringing their budget along. That seems kind of cult-like and weird. I don't know. Space XMC Kitty is a massive hypocrite who claims to be against suicide and then like has this whole thing that, you know, oh, Op Stop Suicide on Twitter, and literally will say nothing about her friend, Dan, whose routine course of action is to tell people to kill themselves. SpaceX MC Kitty is like a huge grifter. Just like glomming onto a situation where there might be an authentic and legitimate threat, predator, etc., but they're just like, you know, she's just like, well, I can use this to seem virtuous without changing it all on my own or like holding my own circles accountable. Like if she actually authentically cared about stopping suicide, she would be going after Dan, who told me to go like to suck a shotgun and to kill myself on so many other occasions. And, you know, Space would have gone after her. Instead, Space exclusively supports her. And anyone who was on her side got support from Space as well. It's garbage. It's such fucking garbage. Fuck. And so Space has this channel. Let me link this channel, actually. Because y'all should see how fucking unhinged this is. There you go. Like, that's just not fucking okay. Oh, Zercalo. Zercalo? Have you heard about this Zercalo? He's not a very good person. He's a bad person. I'm gonna make everything about that for fucking ever, instead of admitting that any person on my side might have some fucking problems that should be addressed. Sure. Yeah. That's not Zercalo. That's a channel about Zercalo. Like, she literally, deadass, has an entire channel devoted to going against him because it's a grift. And she doesn't actually care about the subject. She just cares about, like, going against the boogeyman so that she gets good boy points. Jester says Space is so keyboard mash. She pisses me off. She's a coward. She's the only Dan defender left. I'll never forgive her for what she did to Paul and Molly. Yeah. Yeah. For real. Jester says Zercalo is a pedophile, zoophile, racist, Nazi, necrophile. Yes, that's a pretty concise summation. Like, he's a terrible person, don't get me wrong, but, like, that's all been proven already. And she's actually making some stuff up as far as I can see. Like, she's got this thing where she says that he's following Stone Toss. But then the thing that she brings up to prove that is a Steam profile where he's following somebody, like he's friends with somebody on there who is following a Stone Toss group. So, like, she can't actually prove that he's following Stone Toss, but she can prove that one of his Steam friends is following Stone Toss, and I guess that's good enough evidence. I mean, no, it's not, but he was already, like, saying Nazi shit. You didn't have to fucking pull this. And it's a lie too. It's just a lie. It's you can see his fucking thing, and he's not following fucking Stone Toss there. The only person who is somebody else. But the truth doesn't matter here. Like, she will continue to get support in this regard. That group has 60 subscribers. Imagine being a subscriber, a 60 subscriber group. One of those 60 subscribers to a group where somebody is just constantly coping and seething about everything involving a person and anyone they can link to that person. Like, this person, this motherfucker literally said I was, like, linked to the Boog movement, and that means I'm a right wing. I'm a fucking Nazi myself. And when I talked about the person involved, that was Ryan Teeter, who did an open carry at a Subway. Ryan Teeter was a non-binary fucking leftist activist in favor of trans rights and minority liberation. And yeah, he later got arrested for some, suspicious shit. But that doesn't matter to the point. Because the group he was joining certainly wasn't like some Republican yeehaw. Fucking, I don't care. Like, I supported him when he was doing an open carry demonstration. And the linked proof that I'm linked to some Nazi organization is like this thing, which doesn't prove that. Holy shit, I hate people. They're such cowards. I still need to read Plato's Republic and The Prince. I have not quite read those yet, no. At some point I plan to. Jester says, Space has like Stone Toss porn, doesn't she? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't care. The whole point I'm trying to make is that she's just such a massive fucking hypocrite. I hate her so much. Like, all these fucking little barnacles latching onto whatever hole can get them social clout in the moment. I think I just closed my fucking browser. That would be very based and extremely red-pilled if I did that. Nope, I just closed the window. Okay, let me see if I can reopen the window. The stream should still be going. If it's not, I'm very concerned. I'm starting to get them sweats about that nervousness. Window. I should just be able to reopen a window. Yeah, let's do this. Let's see if that reopens the window. Anyway, I can't see chat comments right now. I might be able to if I go into another browser. So let me see if I can do that. Yeah. Alright. So, your channel, YouTube Studio. I got fucking content. Actually, yeah, let me see if I can just go to the Go Live section and see if it loads properly. It should. Okay, cool. Alright. We're back. Jester says it's still going, it's still up. You know, maybe I just want to take a day and spend all of it in nothing but prayer. Up to you. That's helped a lot of Christians. Might help you. Yeah, I tried reloading the thing and it didn't reload. So I might be able to assume that it's just not going to reload. Which would be a shame because I was doing things with that window. Or maybe that's just not the same window. Jester says, what helps me is sitting in the church before anyone else gets there. I've heard that helps some people. Yeah, you gotta love it though. You gotta love it. How there are a significant amount of people who will accuse me of just, lefty degeneracy. And then, like, a significant amount of my stream is, like, talking to people about the Bible and church. Alright. Yeah, I think I just lost that window. I hope I didn't have anything too serious onto that. Whatever, though. If that's what happens, it's what happens. Yeah, like, I don't mind people saying I'm a leftist. Because what they don't understand is that, like, certain things on the left are fucking true. Certain things on the left are fucking true. And it's totally fine to say them. But that's, like, I guess a verboten thing to say now. Alright, I think this is the window, maybe? I think I might be able to reload it from here. I'd like to reload it. Because I had some things I was doing, but the worst thing that happens is that I don't get to reload a fucking 139 tab window, and my browser is running a little faster. Jester says, I'm a lot more conservative than a lot of people around me. Neither side is 100% right. It's somewhere in between, and instead of fighting, people should be working together to lift each other up. And see, to me, I don't care if somebody's extremist as long as they're working together. Like, I'm the whole bottom strip. As long as you're anarchist, I'll probably get along. And I can get along with statists who are okay with anarchists as well. That's my stance. Well, actually, I can just sort of see what's available here. I can see if I want to reload this. Actually, I don't actually need to reload this window. I could leave this gone. Yeah, I think I'll just leave this gone. That's fine. Jester says, I ain't an anarchist. LOL. I think so long as there's no advocacy for violence or oppression, I'm fine listening to anyone. Well, just to be clear, when I'm talking about handing somebody a bouquet of flowers, I'm not actually talking about handing them a bouquet of flowers. So, I hope that's not too much of a dent in things for you, but, I am pretty explicit about my ideas. Oh, I'm not talking about a bomb specifically. I'm just saying that it's okay to resist your oppressors. I side with Huey Newton, Malcolm X. I side with, the people at Philadelphia Move. I side with, Kelly Thomas, with Eric Garner, Philando Castile. Fucking so many examples I could list of people just snuffed out by the state. I think that that the time is long past for an action to be taken. I'm not going to say what that action should be, except to hand them a bouquet of flowers. You know? Like, I think the world would be a lot better off if the government feared the people. That's the extent I'll go to that on a public stream. Because I'm not about to get all my shit suspended because I said something too based on YouTube. Jack says hibiscus bouquet. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Jack picks up the vibe I'm putting down. I'm making my protein shake. I'm gonna have some blazing wings that I got for my birthday on some pizza that I also got for my birthday, and use up the last quarter of the pizza. And I'm also going to have a protein shake with that, with some fucking pumpkin pie flavored jelly and some monk fruit and erythritol sweetener. But yeah, if the adults in the audience right now want to throw me some birthday rent money, feel free, because that's coming up here shortly. I'm going to start really pushing funding hard because I do need that. And if anyone needs work done on some things that, like, I do, feel free to hit me up. Last month, I literally got fucking voice acting work that paid part of rent, so... Like, if anyone wants a voice that sounds like this, or a variety of other voices, they can count on me, because I've got a fucking throat that does shit that voices are supposed to sound like. This is what commercials are supposed to be. I just got a neighborhood dog to bark. Woof. Woof. Valor says, I feel sad, I want to take a walk. Understandable. Either way, it's going to be, I'm going to call it in like, yeah, let's say 8 minutes. So if there's anything y'all want to discuss in that 8-minute time frame. Oh, play Biomutant. If you're a gamer, are you a gamer? I need all the gamers in chat to sound gamers. If you're a gamer, then I'm gonna need you to so it did reload the window, and just all the tabs are also loaded. I need to not have that be a thing. My RAM is probably off the charts right now. Holy shit. I'm surprised the stream didn't slow down. The motherfucker... Hibernate background tabs. Do that. Holy shit. Valor says, I'm playing Sonic games only for Tails. I like Tails only. Silver is cool too. I just like the feeling of flight. Did I say the thing? Okay, all the gamers in chat, I'm going to need you to check out Biomutant, is what I wanted to say. I think I just lost track of my sentence. Alright, well, looks like we might be drawing to a close. I only have 2 concurrent viewers according to this. If that's the case, I might call it sooner than 8 minutes. So, either way, there's plenty of content coming. I've literally already got something recorded and ready to upload mid-tomorrow. And there's going to be a lot coming. So, I'm going to try to earn the support I've already gotten and earn another year on this planet. Because I don't feel as good about my work as I've been, like, in the past. So, there's lots of stuff in the works. Let's just say that. And I should be able to produce some highly, high quality, thorough content on a variety of subjects. Oh, I'll be leaving him a comment on his Medium article, Valor. That's what I'll be doing. Either way, yeah, looks like that about draws it to a close. Be well, all. Smash the fucking state.